connection between your prayer and your God is vital, but one of the first things that you must recognize, prayer is never physical. Say to me, prayer, never physical. Therefore, any prayer, intellectual prayer, trained prayer, recitation prayer. Come on, you give me some prayer now, man. Prayer that comes from the mouth and not from the heart, not from the spirit, is not prayer that is recognized. Prayer that is carnally correct, but spiritually wrong. What do you mean by that? And I'm searching to find some words that I don't go too much above some people that they don't understand. All right, let's look at it. Let's look at it. When you go to pray, many persons, they look at the situation that faces them and they start to tell God about the situation. Am I right? So, if it is that there is no money, many of us, by way of reasoning, as we would talk to someone else, we would tell them that, why the money gone? There is no money, nothing not gone. I cannot pay my rent, I cannot pay the light bill. And Father, I need to pay the light bill. Am I right? And that sounds like a spiritually correct prayer. It sounds good. It sounds like a spiritually, oh, I forget that too. It sounds like a spiritually correct prayer. Am I right? Yes. Because I get response here. I don't want to speak that speaker. Not coming out here. Alright, so it speaks then that you are going to God and you are telling God about the situation that you are facing. And therefore it is logically correct for you to tell God exactly what is occurring in your life. God, the man in the problem, that the man is not a good man. The vehicle, every day I broke down. It look like if I get a bad luck, God, I go. God, my broke pocket, I don't have money. And as we get the money, so it's done. That prayer, God can do nothing about. So God withdraws from it. If you understand the word declares that Jesus Christ is the high priest of our positive confessions. And the prayer that we pray must be always word-based. Now watch this now. How does that stop me now from praying? It stops you from praying because first of all, that prayer is carnal, fleshly. It moves to the reasoning of one's mind and not the reasoning of one's spirit. And if you are praying a prayer that speaks of the problem, it gathers depression and does not lift you out of the scenario. Am I making sense to you? You are in the situation and you are bigging up the situation that you are in. Oh Lord. Whatever it is that is bogging you down, you start to glorify it by speaking about it. Whatever you speak about, you will have it. Okay? Whatever you acknowledge, you will make it greater. So if the problem is there and you are opening your mouth about the problem and don't signify and deal with the answer and enlarging that answer. That's right, David. At least the baby gets it. And we don't acknowledge the answer, then you will not celebrate. What you don't celebrate, you will certainly have. Can you imagine you going to God with the negativities and not God positiveness? That will bog you down. So the prayer stops there. One, God can do nothing about it. Two, you are surrounded by the very thing that you pray because God don't receive it. Okay? No, that is linked to the flesh. Somebody said that kind of prayer is linked to flesh. And therefore, it comes out then as religious prayer. Religious prayer is that you pray. And it has a form of godliness because I am praying. And whatever angle or whatever position I take, I am praying. So I'm down on my knees, and while on my knees, I'm acknowledging God, and I said, God, the problem, and this is the problem, dear God, and the problem, God, what you're doing, you're giving the form, but you are denying the power of God by not accessing God's will. No matter what you do, unless you use the key, the information that kingdom has given you, if you don't access it in accordance to God's will, you will never see proper results.